How about them Tigers? Go
How about them
Tigers.
Tigers? Go Tigers. That's right.
And you know what? You know what's even great? Texas lost and Alabama lost.
Alabama
There we
lost.
go.
That's a fact,
Alabama
Jack.
lost. Alabama lost to Florida State. I think it was 31-17. So Alabama was ranked.
Yeah, it was a
ahead
big,
of
yeah, it
us.
was an upset. 31-17. It was an upset.
Yeah, Alabama was ranked ahead of us. Texas, and so is Clemson. So LSU is ninth. There is no reason why LSU should jump from 9 to 6 tomorrow because 3 teams lost ahead of us.
Which
So there's
Texas
no reason.
team you talking about?
Texas, the actual Texas, they were number 1. Ohio State upset them 14-7 today.
The Texas Aggies, A&M, or what?
No, Texas, the Longhorns, number
The
1 in the
Longhorns.
nation. They lost today.
Okay.
Arch Manning threw a couple of picks, and they lost 14-7. Ohio State beat them, number 3.
Okay, I got you. Got you.
Brock's
You
boys,
talking
Alabama got
about
their ass beat.
you was talking about
Sorry
the
about that. Not
NFL
really,
in Texas. You
yeah.
talking about the NFL? Okay, I got you. Brock's boys.
No,
what's up?
Texas Longhorns, college team, Texas. They played Ohio State this morning. Yeah, 11 o'clock this morning. Yeah, Texas. Arch Manning threw a couple of picks and they lost.
Oh yeah, you're talking
They lost
about
14-7.
Archie Manning. Yeah, the third. I mean the second. The other,
Arch
the
Manning,
young
yeah,
Archie.
Yeah. Florida State did a number on Bama. I'm waiting for my former coworker to text me. He ain't gonna text me tonight. Watch. I should text him and go, how about them Tigers?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened to Bama? I'm like, wait a minute. But oh shit, LSU honestly should have put up 31 points. Because in the first quarter, the guy caught the pass, he was down, the referees ruled it a fumble, and Clemson got the ball. Then we scored a touchdown. Clearly, it was a touchdown. But they said he rolled out of bounds and he didn't complete the catch. He was 20 yards out of bounds. He rolled over and they said he dropped the ball. And we missed the field goal. And then on 4th and 2, before halftime, with no timeouts, they threw a pass. And I don't even know why the hell they threw the pass. The guy caught it. He fumbled that. So we really should at least hung 31 or 34. Honestly, I'm glad we won, but still, we should have hung 34 on them assholes.
Right.
Let me tell you, Clemson is saying that they're the real Death Valley. They got it on their sign. We're the real Death Valley. And I'm like, yeah, apparently you go to die there. Clemson just died in their own stadium. So we beat Clemson in their stadium. So I don't want to hear them Clemson people bitching about anything. We beat them in their stadium, in their own turf.
Well, what happened is I have to look that up because it piqued my interest.
Yeah.
Clemson been having the term Death Valley since the 40s. That came from something, I forget what games that were played there, but it didn't have nothing to do with LSU. And then LSU in the 50s, in 54 or 53, it was Death Valley, they kept on saying, because of the roar of the noise. And you know how the stadium gets, with all the man, it causes the Richter scales for the earthquakes, the seismic scales, earthquake 4.0 and all that crap, 7.0. Well, they have 3.1 registers in Baton Rouge because of the stadium, the crowd in the stadium, and the roar in the stadium. They used to call it Death Valley. And then Death Valley got hung on their name when they beat Clemson. I forget how much, but anyway, it was another team beat Clemson in their own stadium, and it was called Death Valley.
Yeah.
Death for Clemson. It was 58-6 or something. That team beat Clemson. This was in the 40s. Then the 50s came around, and Clemson came over to LSU, and LSU put a stomping on them that game. So the name home from then on is Death Valley in Baton Rouge. LSU Stadium, Death Valley.
I think Paul Diesel, the coach 1958, if I remember right, he came, I want to say either before he was coach at LSU, he was a coach at Clemson, I think. Or maybe he left LSU and went to Clemson. No, I think he was a coach at Army, then he went to LSU, then he might have went to LSU and left Clemson. I think that's what it was. But anyway, I think they kind of contributed towards him mostly. But I don't know. But I'm just saying, we're the real Death Valley, so that's all I know.
Yeah, because I've been here in Death Valley for years and years and years.
Well, they were saying it on the telecast today. Welcome to Death Valley. And I go, this isn't a home game. I guess it is a home game. We treated it as a home game. We won, so.
That's right.
Next week, I think we play like Southeastern Louisiana or something like that, or La Tech. I think we play a Louisiana school next week. So, but hey, at least we don't start off the year with a loss.
That's right.
It's the first time in 6 years. So, now I'm sure Brian Kelly will find a way to screw it up one of these games. You know, as long as we beat Alabama, Florida, and if we play Georgia, we beat them. I'm good.
Brian Kelly, I don't think screw that up.
I don't know. He'll find a way. Yeah, we streaked that snap. Clemson had won something like 40 something games in a row at home, and we beat it. We snapped that streak, home winning streak. No, I'm proud of that too. LSU should jump to number 6 tomorrow. Tomorrow should be number 6. But they'll put LSU at like number 8. They'll only put us up one spot. They'll probably put Alabama ahead of us, even though they lost. They kiss Alabama's ass. I just don't like that. Tulane won, I think, 23-3. My McNeese won too. The other Louisiana schools pretty much played each other, so it was kind of hit or loss.
I can't believe that Alabama got an easy game. Well, I say easy. Alabama got an easy game next Saturday. They play Louisiana Tech or LA Tech. I think it's Louisiana Tech.
La Tech beat them a few years ago. No, Louisiana Tech's Ruston.
Yeah. Well, okay, by Monroe.
Yeah.
Not far from Monroe.
My brothers went to school at Louisiana Tech. I was on that campus. I was on their football field because behind the football field are the old dorms. I mean, I'm talking about the old. When I went about 20 years ago, when I went to Ruston, it was the old dorms. They were getting ready to build the new ones. They were there from the 50s. People carved their names from the 50s on there. Elevator was broken. Like my brother's dorm room had names carved in. I was here 1964. Well, I was here 1972. You know?
Right.
So they had people's names on the floor. It was scribbled. It was on the ceiling. It was scribbled. You know. But I was on their campus years ago. So, but La Tech beat Alabama a couple of years back. Like 5 or 6 years ago, I think.
Well, I hope they beat them again because they're playing them next week.
Yeah. I think. That'd be funny. You know, I've been telling people, and it's just Alabama is not going to be the same without Nick Saban. Yeah, sure, they might have 7 or 8 wins. They're not going to go undefeated. They're obviously not going undefeated now. They're not going to make the college playoff.
I mean, Saban left, but all the seniors left too, you know? So that's going to affect them, just like it affects LSU when we lose 4 good seniors. You know, we lost 3 good players last year and the year before, you know, we lost good players. I mean, we lost JD5, and then I mean, now we got who's the quarterback we got now that replaced JD5?
Nussmeier,
Yeah.
his backup. Nussmeier. Garrett Nussmeier. His
Yeah.
dad is the offensive coordinator for the Saints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Doug
Well, we
Nussmeier.
might.
Doug Nussmeier was actually, Doug Nussmeier was actually drafted by the Saints and Jim Moore in 1994. He played, I think, 3 or 4 seasons with the Saints, but I don't think he threw that many passes. But I have his rookie card somewhere. It ain't worth anything. Oh, there's Brian Kelly in his press conference.
Who's rookie card?
Oh, Doug Nussmeier.
Oh,
Garrett Nussmeier's father. He played for he was drafted by Jim Moore and the Saints. He went to school in Idaho. That was his college, Idaho. Because he was a quarterback. And Jim Moore took him in the 4th or 5th round, I think, Doug Nussmeier. I want to say 94, 95, somewhere around there. Right before the Mike Ditka era. So keep that right on there. Big win. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, well, I took it off, but I put it back on, whatever. But yeah, that made me pretty happy there.
Oh yeah, when I had to go to lay down, man, I was hurting. After I ate.
Stayed up the whole time. I wasn't gonna lay down. I was gonna stay up and watch this thing. I didn't even listen to the radio feed. I kept it.
Well,
I kept it on the
TV. I took a little fall, a little spill, and I hurt myself. So
well, don't do that. I hope you're all right.
I had to lay down. Yeah, I'm all right. Well, I'm hurting, but yeah, I'm not hurting as bad as I was. In fact, when I lay down like that, my back and that hip, them muscles in my hip and stuff, they can stretch. And that was I didn't hit the ground hard, but hard enough.
That's all. It don't have to be hard, Gravity will just push you down.
Gravity was my enemy a while ago. Gravity was my enemy a while ago.
Yeah. You don't have to fall too much. I mean, you could get. It just depends on the angle. It depends on all kinds of factors.
Yeah. Well. The angle of attack was in favor of gravity.
Yeah. But I made my rounds of phone calls today. I don't never talk to people. I've talked to 4 people on the phone today. That must be a record. Like, I've never done that before. But I talked to Scotty for about 10 minutes. He's still kind of, he's mostly there, but because I called him because I saw a post online. He's got, his leg's been messed up for 7-8 months. He had problems with it, and it's all healed, but then the blood vessels one by one started dying in his leg, and now he's got necropathy in his leg, and they already took off his toe. He just said, yeah.
Damn. And, how old is he? I thought he was a younger fella.
Scotty's 61, 62, I think.
He's my age. Well, he looks young. He looks young.
Yeah. Well, he had that thing with him with that brain clot where he was confused for a while, and he messed up his leg. And he told me today they took off his toe a few weeks ago, and they said, "Oh, if it gets any better," he's just like, he told me, he said, "Nope, just take off the leg. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Just take the leg off. I think it's the right leg." So he said in a couple of months or a couple of weeks they're gonna cut it off. And something about it where he's gonna have to be in a therapy rehab for like 2 months, like away from his family. And I was like, man, that's crazy. But he's like, no. He goes, I don't want to have 2 more surgeries where they take off half a limb in this. He goes, just take the damn thing off and I'll be done with it. that's been messing him up. Like his blood vessels actually died in his leg. Like he can't feel his leg.
That's what happened with Matt, my buddy Matt Vidrine, the leader, the one that started the band back up. And he's in the videos, you know, when I got videos of my band, our band. He's in there. He's a guitar player. And I've got a couple of videos where it actually shows his leg. You know, he's got it up on the chair. It's just the top of his leg. That's it. You know, they cut it from the knee down. It's off. But they cut his toe off. They had cut his toe off. Then he had to walk, and I think they took the foot, or they just went whole hog when his foot was dying. Instead of just the foot, they just went, they said, well, or he told him, just take it from the knee down. Because his veins, his main arteries was dead, no circulation. And that's what got him. He wasn't diabetic. He had neuropathy a little bit because of the circulation and all that. And I got neuropathy bad. And I'm wanting my stents put in where I can get the damn circulation. You know, I'm all for it. You know, because I'm going to end up in the same damn wheelchair as Matt and Scotty.
Yeah. Well, Scotty said he's going to get that peg leg thing. So he's like, give me the peg leg like the Pirates. But he told me
Matt got the peg leg too. He's got the prosthesis. He's walking with it and all that. You know, he's doing real good with it. But he didn't have to stay away from his family for 2 months.
Well, that's what he told me.
He went to physical therapy.
He told me something like that. We're gonna put him in a home or something. I said, that don't sound right. I said, that don't sound right. I said, your insurance. I said, no, tell them you want to stay at home. I said, they should be coming to you with your insurance. I said, there's no way they're going to keep you in a rehab facility for 2 months for that.
Oh, they'll do that. Way. If he's got Medicaid or Medicare or whatever, they'll do that. They probably gave him Medicaid automatic. They probably gave him Medicaid if he didn't have insurance, which there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, he's getting stuff done, you know, and he's not going in a big debt like that. It pays for everything. True. So anyway, Matt, he went every day. They got a physical therapy place right down the road. You know, we're a small town. 8,000, 9,000 people here in town. You know, that's a small town, and they got, physical therapy, rehab places. They just built a brand new one. It's like a gym, you know, and they got the massage rollers in there and all that. And they got one by the old hospital. They got one at the hospital. It's not in the hospital, but it's in that part of the building that's attached to the hospital. They built the hospital first, then they added on the specialties part. It's 2-story, but this is on the first floor. I think it's on the first floor, but it's down in with all the specialists. And so it's convenient, you know. But anyway,
true.
He ain't gotta stay in no because Matt, my other buddy didn't. Bird. Now Bird, he did because he didn't have a vehicle, and he actually says, "Do y'all have a place I can stay at? Because I don't have a vehicle, you know, to transport
to back and forth. I mean,
so he Bird, he was one of the he was a drummer in Johnny's band. Years ago with Horace Stronghold and them, you know, they travel the United States, man. Horace Stronghold, that was one of the top band in the United States for Cajun music. They traveled, they went all over the place. Shit, Spain, France, all that, you know, Belgium, Germany, they went all over the place. So anyway, Bird, he like I said, he was a drummer in the band. Anyway, they took his foot off last week. He's diabetic, and he eats everything that's not good for him.
That's
That's
like
not
me.
good for you. I got diabetes and I can't eat. Wait, my cousin got a song. I got diabetes, and I can't. It's got the whole family's in the song. Well, the girls are. Russell's not in the song. That's not good for you. He said, I love gumbo. That's not good for you. I love jambalaya. That's not good for you. He said, everything I eat gets to me, or something like that. That was a big hit song on down here for a while.
Yeah.
It's a funny song. So anyway, it got humor in it. Anyway, Bird's diabetic. They cut his foot off. They got a couple of toes at first, but he wasn't doing what he was supposed to, so off came the foot. But that is kind of a little bit better than the leg at the knee. Because
True.
he's got a little bit more to stand on, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. But that's where it starts, and if they don't get it before the knee, it could travel all the way up to the heart and kill you. That's why they want to
Oh, the
cut it
infection,
off at
yeah,
that
it
point.
gets infection and gets
Yep.
infected and all that, and then you pull a Robert Duvall and Lonesome Dove, and you die
Yep.
sweating.
You get the sepsis.
Yep,
It turns your blood all.
gangrene.
Yeah, that too.
I'm about to take that
Yeah.
leg off. You do, and I'll shoot you.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
He said it's rotten. Smell that damn thing.
I'd be like, how you know if your leg's off or not? I love watching these replays. Keep showing the replays of our victory. I actually pick up ABC pretty good. I dropped my antenna. My
15 out
antenna's
of
facing
10.
downward. Like I got it facing downward instead of upward, the rabbit ears. And I figured this out by pure accident. By putting my thing down, I actually pick up the channel like 100%. So, like, I got no problem watching it. That's where they screwed us on the touchdown right there. They're showing that play. They're showing the not the news, but they're showing the football thing they do on Saturday nights at 10:35. They might do the news after this. I don't know. Oh, they're waiting for somebody in there. Huh. But I don't expect many people in here because, hey, are we talking about the foosball?
Foosball.
Yeah. But I had a feeling that LSU was going to win. I just knew it. I mean, the referees done tried to screw us several times in that game. I mean, there were calls in that game where I'm just like, what is going on? I mean, they tried to give it to Clemson several times. They tried. They did everything they could. But I guess the referees in the end just said, no, we ain't gonna give it to him. But Tulane won, LSU won, the Saints need to win next week. And that'll be the trifecta. Yeah. Yeah, did not lay down. I sat up, watched the game. If I would have been laying in my bed, I would have been sleeping through the whole thing. I've been knocked out.
I got 2 more codes. We ain't got to worry about that. Codes. Marlboro codes.
Yeah, I figured that's what you were talking about. I don't see him. I don't really ever see him. I mean, people bring me some weird shit, so it's possible I might find some. If that guy brought me all of that whole garbage bag of lottery tickets that was scratched off already. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? So
Look, I got enough for
ah,
a while.
yeah, but still, I got all the Fetch has been having where if you play the games, you get the bonus points, and I've been getting all the surveys. They've been sending me these 500-point surveys. I did about 4 of those.
Yeah,
And
I've been
then,
doing the surveys.
yeah, I just put whatever I want on there. I don't.
I
I just
missed
go.
out. I missed out on a 500-point survey on Fetch. I was a day too late.
No, yeah, it happens. And if you play
Now,
those
if
games,
you
like last month I got 8,000 points by doing 3 tasks in games. Now they got one with do 3 tasks, you get 9,000 points. So I'm like, all right, hell, why not? So then by task is like if you start a new game, get to level 3. That's a task. I'm like, all right, so that ain't nothing difficult. But
yeah, I missed out on that big one. That the task and all for the games. Like
they got
for
another one. They just started. They started another one yesterday.
I'm talking
It's
about like
you
the
get
one for 1,000,000 points or something.
Oh no, that was the thing they did on TV that time
Yeah, that
during the
was
Super Bowl.
yeah, that was for money
That was
and points.
Mud
But no,
Swat.
they
What's
had
up?
one after that. They had one right after that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
with games. It was 1,000,000.
Oh,
I forget what they were giving away, but it was a bunch of stuff.
uh,
Money,
they got
and
one for 9,000 points now. But
what, a task?
yeah, you do 3 tasks in the games and you get 9,000 points. So that's how I get all those points. That's how I get like 20,000 points a freaking month. Do all the surveys. I find all the what you call it. I'm like, I mean, I got a ton of
Yeah,
receipts. I haven't scanned any receipts in like 2 weeks, but I got a shitload of them sitting there. It just depends. But yeah, Mud Swat LSU kicked some ass tonight. So we doing good.
what's that
So
much want?
so
Mon ami.
yeah,
Yeah, I gotta get some coffee.
I got Coca-Cola sitting next to me. Good.
I got 1 cup left in there. That's it.
Nah. And this lean off the coffee doc moment. They're doing the I don't know where Raging Cajun is. He's probably sleeping. I haven't seen Raging Cajun in a long time. I guess he's around somewhere. I don't know. I don't even know if he's done another video lately. I follow so many people on this YouTube platform. Half the time I don't know who's wearing what's what. So, but I know that Cajun sends out the links out to him. So, you know.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna send one out at 11 o'clock at night. He might be on the East
No.
Coast. It'd be 12 o'clock and wake him up.
That's all right. Hell, I'm up. You can wake him up. That's fine. I get them all confused. I don't get Boudreaux confused though, so he's one of a kind. But
Yeah, Boudreaux's a one of a kind on here.
yeah,
I mean, they
they
got a
got the
bunch of
old jingle.
Boudreaux, but
The jeweler
I'm the only
commercial.
one on there I know of. That
The
what?
jewelers. The jewelry thing. Boudreaux's Jewelers. They got one in Baton Rouge, and You ever heard the jingle? It's a thing on the radio. They got one out here too somewhere, like in I think Mandeville. They got one.
No, I'm not familiar with Boudreaux's jewelry store. Nope.
The thing is, a gift from Boudreaux's jeweler says it all, and they sing it like a romantic theme, you know, with the carrots and all. But of course, they got the Boudreaux's butt paste.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
When I was working in Arizona, I walked in my office, and we got two superintendents on the job, me and Troy, and he said, "Boudreaux, come see." I went to my office. Mine was on one end of the office trailer. His was on the other end. His was the one that was closest to the door. So his door was closed. And I said, "Oh, shit, I didn't even see if his truck was there." But he wasn't in yet. So he had left. But he left the office open, you know, for the other contractors in case they needed to come in and look at plans or something. But most of them had a set of plans on their own. You know, the electricians, they got a full set of plans. The HVAC guys, they got plans. But sometimes they'll come in for the as-built, and because we'll get all the as-built. It's when something changes, and then you got to take the old page, like say if a receptacle changes, if it changes more than 3 foot up and down in the wall or sideways, they have to make a new page for that room with the electrical and whatever else was changed. You know, if something had to be moved to run that receptacle there, you know, that had to be changed also. So anyway, they'll come in for the as-built, you know, because you got to take the old page out where the old receptacle was and put the new one in where the new receptacle's at. You know, just replace that page, and then we'd save them. I'd save those. That a guy in the HVAC company, he had a parrot, you know, some birds in a cage, and those plans, those pages made real good. He would cut them in half. They made real good birdcage shitters, you know, dropping at the bottom of the birdcage. So anyway, I think Troy, he had walked in. He said, "Boudreaux, come see." He opened his door, went in there, and I looked, and I was eye level with it. His filing cabinet was right there when you walked in the door, and I saw it right there. It was a thing of Boudreaux's butt paste. He said, "Look what I found at the store." I'm like, "Yeah, man." I said, "That shit's nationwide." I said, "That's some good stuff." And I said, it's catchy, you know, Boudreaux's butt paste, you know, a couple of B's in there, 2 B's in a P, butt paste. Boudreaux's butt.
That's how you get you.
And he said, I had to buy that. He said, "Take that in your office with you." I said, "No, man, you got that. That's yours." I says, "You never know when you're gonna have a grandkid." His oldest was named after me. He had the same first name as I did. So I says, "My namesake," you know, I said, he'll be having a kid in another 10 to 12 years. And he was like, "Oh boy, I know it."
Yeah, my SWAT. I don't know much about jewelry. My cousin works at a jewelry store. I don't know anything about jewelry. My coworker knows about jewelry all the time. We get jewelry in, and he's like, "Oh, getting that, getting that, getting that, getting that." Nah, that shit's fake. I don't know shit about jewelry, but I could always fake it. Why not?
Yeah, I know a guy. Well, Mud SWAT knows him too. You know him too. He makes jewelry live on YouTube. Nunk Bradley.
Which one is that?
Uncle Brad.
Oh,
Uncle
Bradley
Brad.
Height. Yeah.
Yeah, he makes jewelry on YouTube. Boy, he made a nice foxtail bracelet for I forget who that was for. I forget if that was for Todd, maybe. And then he made a Cuban necklace. Man, I tell you what, he pumps out some good stuff. I mean, that stuff is Zales jewelry quality.
Well, they got a Zales near me. It's always there's nobody ever in it. I don't know how it stays open. Nobody, I never see anybody in it. But it's right in the town center. It's on the back part. You won't see it unless you make a turn and go behind the buildings because it's on the back part. It's not in the front when you first come in. But I guess they make enough. I guess they didn't make enough money to stay open.
They got other stores that make money for they rob Peter to pay Paul. Sometimes I guess they can do that. It's a big corporation.
They got a K Jewelers in the same shopping center too. So they got two jewelry.
K is nationwide. Zales is nationwide. I think K's nationwide.
Yeah, I'm sure
they got a big K and a big Zales in the Mall of Louisiana in Baton Rouge. That's a big mall. That one ain't
well,
gonna
my cousin's been working for this jewelry store for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, and they're actually going to lay her off pretty soon. She's already got another job lined up, but it's an independent jewelry place, and like the first week she worked there, she made a $53,000 sale. But since then, they said they've only been making like $50,000 a week, which in the jewelry business isn't a lot apparently. So they have like 12 employees, so they cut down from 12 to 5, and she was the last one hired. So
first one fired.
Yeah, well, she's already got another job, so she's already got another job lined up, ready to go. So they haven't laid her off yet, but I think she said next week they probably will. But like she's already got never heard of Reed's Diamonds Direct. They got Diamonds Direct because I used to hear the commercials. They got Diamonds Direct in Metairie. They supposed to be wholesale.
By one company called Signet Jewelry. Really? Wow.
Jay, what's going on? Appreciate you.
Yeah. What's up, Jay? Yeah, I heard about lab grown stones. I heard about the diamonds, lab diamonds. I'd rather the natural stuff. Then you got to prove it. Then you got to prove it's natural. Oh, is this zirconia, cubic zirconia? Is this real diamonds, or is this lab grown? Well, what's the difference? Well, lab grown diamonds are worth more.
Hey, my coworker, the jewelry we get in, my coworker takes it to the pawn shop. Or he takes it to the other place. There's another place out here, and he gets a shitload of money from it. But, yeah, most people hawk jewelry. That's why you get all the good shit at pawn shops. They hawk it for cigs. They need money, and they go steal the jewelry, and they hawk it at the pawn shop.
Crack, meth. Yeah, they know all the good people to steal it from.
Oh, yeah, the pawn shops. Shit, I know a bunch of pawn shop people out here. They look the other way. They don't, they're supposed to report stolen property to the police. They don't.
Well, they don't know if it's stolen. They're supposed to hold it for so long, in case it is stolen.
No, they flip that shit right away. They go, "Oh, I don't know it's stolen. Nobody told me." I got a piece of jewelry sitting right here. It's probably fake. I don't think it's real. It looks fake, but I don't know. I got it. I found it somewhere. No.
These are the spot because they're too perfect. Yeah. Yeah, they are cheaper than the natural stuff. Natural stuff is way more. The natural stuff's the best stuff.
Well, yeah.
But they make good diamonds. Like that cubic zirconia or whatever. That was a good how they call that? Some of that stuff was so good some people missed it and thought it was real, but you know, it was fake.
Ah, yeah. Well, I don't know the answer to that. Only one person knows the answer to that. Well, no, actually, I do know the answer to that, but I'm not allowed to say anything about it. But I probably could show that. Let me see. Where did I put that piece at? It looks fake to me, but I got it from a jewelry box somewhere. Oh, damn. Oh, ow. Back is killing me. What happens when I lay down? My back kills me. Where the hell did I put that damn thing? But let me see. Move my damn thing around. There it is. Damn thing's so stiff. Got this thing. Let me turn on my. I pulled this out of a jewelry box
At work?
at work. Yeah. It
That
had a
looks
whole
like,
bunch of stuff on it. I
damn,
don't
that
know what it is.
in the camera, that looks like real gold.
Might be. I don't know. I mean, it don't say anything. It's it had a whole bunch of stuff. My coworker took all the other pieces. There were like 30 pieces. I just grabbed this one.
Yeah, because
But
that ain't shiny, you know, like gold plated, shiny. That's that dull looking gold color. That's pretty
I
then.
don't know if it's marked. I don't see any
Should be on the
markings on it.
should be on the clasp. Should say 14, 18, whatever.
Like this piece.
Yeah.
It's probably not because most of the stuff in there, my coworker was like fake. So I don't think it is,
Okay.
but I took it
And
anyway.
it's got a dull color to it.
Yeah, I took it anyway. I'm just like, I guess this
Well,
is the
if it
clasp.
doesn't have any markings on it, small, you know, 18 or whatever on the clasp on one
I
of
don't
them,
see anything on it.
then it's probably not. Ow!
That ain't good. I don't really see anything. Don't say anything on it. It's just I think it's more of a costume piece. That's all. I don't think it's anything. Because most of the other pieces in that jewelry box was fake. We get these jewelry boxes in. I got one in another day and couldn't open it. We had to pry it open. Now my coworker got a bunch of jewelry one day, and he's like, "Oh shit, this is real." He's looking at it. He's like, "Look, 14 karat, 24 karat." He took that whole damn thing to the pawn shop. I mean, not pawn shop. The this guy does run a pawn shop. He took
I've
the
never
whole
seen.
box. But
I've never
he took
seen
the whole
jewelry that
box.
was 24 karat, 24 karat solid gold, and it's really too soft for anything.
Well, it might have been 22 or I don't know. He might have been something like that. But this is what he's going. This is what he's going about. He told me he took the whole box to his pawn shop for like $750 for it. I was like, okay, I don't know shit about jewelry. Honestly, unless it says 24, 14.
Is that the time he shared $50 with you, or $150 or something?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, because I don't narc on people. I don't care what. Look. This is the way I see it. I don't care what people take. Ain't none of my business.
Yeah, it's very soft. Very, very soft.
Because most of the stuff they're gonna steal, they're gonna sell it, they're gonna throw in the trash. So I mean, you take a chance on it. Hell, sometimes people give us stuff. They go, "Here, you want this? I don't want it. It's yours. Take it." All right. The other day a lady said, "I got 2 TVs. I don't want it. Y'all welcome to it. Go put it in your car." They'll tell us that. They'll be like, "Hey, keep it for yourself." But
Yeah,
That's why India
Dubai.
got all the
Dubai's
gold.
got a lot of gold, man. You go to them
Yeah, they
airports
do.
over there in Dubai. They got people with videos that go in airports. Arab countries and Saudi Arabia, like Dubai, and the airport over. They
Yeah.
got a huge airport over. That's one of the main hubs. And man, there's nothing but gold stores, jewelry everywhere in that airport. Man, it's like that's all they got. Usually you see a lot of food stores in airports. This
No,
has got all nothing
that's
but
the
gold
airport.
store, and they got gold dust where you could sprinkle it on your fried chicken to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, gold dust. Yeah, they got restaurants where I found out, uh, like from that, you
Yeah, I've heard
dive,
about that before.
you watch a video about gold in Dubai at an airport, then you watching it suggests a video that sprinkling gold dust, fine powder, on your fried chicken helps stomach irritabilities and all that. Like, damn.
Perhaps. I
Yeah.
don't know. But
No, man, I don't have that car no more.
he sent it. Return to sender.
Yeah, return to sender. Machines that sell gold bars like candy bars, huh?
uh, Shit must be nice. You know? Be like, okay, hey, look, it's another gold bar. But yeah. Showing the highlights of the Texas Ohio State game. Manning went 17 of 30 for 170 yards, a touchdown and interception. Ohio State defeated Texas 14-7. That was the biggest upset probably today. Number 3 beat number 1. Usually in the first week of the season, there's top 10, top 20 matchups. So it usually works out that way. But yeah, made my day. LSU won, Alabama lost. Couldn't have a much better day.
That's right.
And Texas lost too. I got nothing against Texas, but hey,
Hey, it would be an amazing double weekend if Louisiana Tech would beat Alabama next week.
yeah, they might. They got a good chance. I mean, La Tech's got a good program. I mean, they won 8 or 9, 10 games last year. And their head coach Napier went to Florida a couple years ago, and then they had another head coach, and he went to another SEC team. I forget which one. So La Tech, I think La Tech's got a rookie coach this year, but they won tonight. They beat I think they beat South. They were playing Southeastern. I think they won like 38-0 or something. So because a lot of the Louisiana schools were battling each other today. So, all right. But I know that Tulane won 23-3. They beat Northwestern.
Wait, Louisiana Tech plays LSU next week.
Next week or the week after?
September 6th.
Yeah, that's next week.
Yeah.
Well, it must be the week after that.
Let me see. Let me check this. September 13th, New Mexico State, Southern Miss, UTEP, University of Texas, El Paso, Kennesaw, WKU, Sam Houston, Delaware. They're not playing. What team is playing? It's a Louisiana team that's playing.
I don't know. Look up Alabama's schedule. I have no idea.
I will.
I mean, if it's one of the lesser teams, that ain't probably happening. I mean, if it's like Southeastern or McNeese, that ain't happening. That just isn't. But. 'Cause, 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 This car commercial. Every time these people do these commercials, I don't get them. Ladies in a dress and she's jumping in the pool. But this lady, she's, how far am I from LSU Stadium?
Oh shit, I'm close.
100 something miles, about 100 miles.
Yeah, I think I'm closer than Field Guy. It'll take me an hour and 15 to get there.
Baton Rouge is an hour and a half away, give or take, depending on traffic. And I got a video last year, the year before, where I was crossing the Mississippi River. You can see LSU right there.
Only what?
I'm going to zoom it in next time. I'm going to zoom it in. I'll say, look, it's Tiger Stadium. But yeah, it takes about an hour and a half because I had to go up to LSU, not LSU. I had to go up to Baton Rouge when I burned my arm years ago, right before I had to go to the burn center in Baton Rouge, and that's about probably 10 miles from the campus.
Oh, it's Louisiana. It's Louisiana Monroe. University of Louisiana at Monroe.
No, yeah, that would be the biggest. That would be a big upset if they beat Alabama. UL Monroe, they're a Sunbelt team.
USL at Monroe.
Yeah,
University of Louisiana at Monroe.
Yeah, I think they're in the Sunbelt. Yeah, they could beat Alabama, but it would have to be a miracle. I mean, it would have to be like a 30-27 game or something like that. But I don't see UL Monroe beating Alabama because Alabama's going to be pissed. Alabama's going to be pissed that they lost to Florida State, so they're going to take it out on Monroe. They're probably going to drop 71.
Yeah.
There's a new Tulane quarterback. He come from BYU. The Tulane quarterback, he's freaking good.
Oh, come on, baby.
Dude had a 69-yard scramble for a touchdown today. The pocket broke down. He went right down the middle of the field, 69 yards. He had 100 yards rushing at halftime. The quarterback for Tulane. Yeah, he played at BYU, and BYU, they got that honor code crap. You can't have coffee. You can't have this. You can't do this. You can't do that. And they were going to suspend the guy for 8 games because he drank a cup of coffee. And he said, "Nah, screw that. I'm transferring." Yeah, there you go, right down the field. Yeah, you can't drink caffeine. BYU, that's one of the things. You can't eat greasy food. You can't drink caffeine. They caught him drinking a cup of coffee, and they suspended. They were going to suspend him 8 games. And
well, what's wrong with that?
Well, it goes against the BYU rules. The Mormons can't drink coffee. They can't drink caffeine.
Oh, that's Baylor. No, Baylor's
BYU.
in Waco. Yeah.
No, BYU. Brigham Young. They're in Utah.
Brigham Young. Yeah. Okay. That's what I meant to say. Brigham Young, not Baylor. Baylor's in Waco.
Transferred. The guy. BYU was gonna bench him 8 games.
Yeah, but he's not a Mormon though. The player's not a Mormon, is he?
No, but he went to the school. When you go to the school, they make you sign an honor code. Like they make you sign an honor code. You can't have premarital sex. You can't drink caffeine. You can't eat greasy food. You have to go to sleep at 10 o'clock or some shit. And he broke that rule.
Yeah.
He transferred.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't blame him. But still in all, the elders, they used to come at my house when I was living in Mississippi. No, Alabama. I'm sorry. Bay St. Louis, and I was running a crew. I had a nice little house on the river. Oh man, them elders used to come to my house, and I'd feed them. They would eat at my house, and they'd eat rice and gravy and all that. That was greasy food. Well, I mean, it wasn't greasy to them. They didn't consider it greasy. It was a gravy. Greasy gravy.
They're not supposed to.
They didn't realize it was, that the gravy is made from the meat juices. So I mean, but it's got a little grease in it. Hell, all meat's got grease in it. fat,
Yeah,
you know.
she had a moment that they
If
got
you eat a
that.
ribeye, you know, on a grill, all the fat falls through the grate. You know, you still got, you know, fat in the meat. You know, it's not considered greasy food, but still, you know what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, they had brought me. They didn't drink coffee or tea. You know, like sweet tea or whatever. Now, probably Lipton they'll drink because that's kind of artificial tea. But they drink something that's similar to Lipton tea, and then they got this orange stuff, something like Gatorade that they make, and they get packs and packs and packs of it. They just ration it out, you know, or they have it shipped to them by UPS. They'll get their supplies like that. They elders, those kids, they're called elders, which they not old, but they called elders, which is kind of reverse in that church because usually elders are the older, wiser, whatever, you know, in the tribe of the church. But anyway, they called elders, and they used to bring me that Kool-Aid. They didn't drink Kool-Aid per se, but it was like Kool-Aid. You know, it's just like it. It was a powder that had sugar in it already or whatever, and you, like Tang. You know, you mix it and boom. You know, it's good stuff too. That grape and orange. Phil guy, what you think about Mike Parsons going to the Packers? That's an
Eh,
honest
don't
question.
really have thoughts on it. Yeah, I saw that. Jerry
I got to
Jones is.
get the rest of that coffee, and I got to lean off the dock. I'll be right back. Oh,
Let's lean off the dock. Morning is brought to you by you know who. Wait a minute.
oh, oh.
There we go. Gotta put that. Micah Jerry Jones don't want to pay anybody. So Micah Parsons got a shitload of money with the Packers. It don't affect us any. But Jake Rettlaff, 18 completions, 152 yards, touchdown. And then he got 113 yards rushing with a touchdown. So you got 100 and 100. He's doing pretty good. But we'll do this. And this lean off the dock moment is brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. 5-stack. Grumpy Stack, that is. Located in Ville Platte, Louisiana. Home of the Million Mile Tire. And if you're Elvis, you'll say 50 Mile Tire because whatever. And he ships it, you handle it. In Elvis's case, he likes to fondle the tires because, why not, right? Ain't nothing wrong with fondling the tires. And if you're gonna put them on the car, you might as well test them out first. You know, you get in the tire, you roll around with it, go down the hill, and whatever else you do. You know, and all of that jazz. So. Yeah, well, the post game, I guess, is over, so I have to flip on something else. Will you what? Fondle a tire? Nah, I don't fondle tires. I let Grumpy Stack do it. You know. But cabin what? I don't understand the question. I can give you an answer, I just don't understand the question. But that's okay. So if I knew the question, I'd understand the answer. But is Cajun ever going to do the Wheel of Silver again? Yeah, he could if somebody gives him. If somebody, if he gets all these people and they put some money in, yeah, he could. Never say never. I mean, I guess he could, but you'd have to get so many people buying into it before you can do it. It doesn't make any sense if you go to do it and you got one person buying in. You'd probably have to, you probably have to have like 5 or 6 people buying in at least. I would think. And autocorrect is evil.
Or Cat, will you? What do you think about Mike going to the Packers? Will you or Cabin? Cajun never gonna do the Wheel of Silver again. How you know about that Wheel of Silver, Jay?
Probably went back and watched your old episodes.
Probably.
I don't think I don't think it was around back then. But
No, he wasn't around. Well, not with that channel, he wasn't.
no.
Not with
I
that.
was saying
Not,
what
with, not under
I
that
was saying
name,
what
Jay. Ow, God, dog it, baby. The damn little dog gets at my feet. And I move my feet and that hurts, man.
Yeah, it does that from time to time.
Well, with that neuropathy, man, I got that in both legs. It don't matter which end. And then Johnny hit my right foot today. Man, boy, I almost climbed all over him. I got to build a little petition wall underneath this table. He's got a bad habit of stretching his legs out and putting them where my feet are. He's been doing that for years. And I just, in the last year, been telling him, Johnny, keep your feet on your side. Today, I got on him today. Johnny, I said, I'm going to build something to keep your legs on your side of the fucking table.
Exactly.
You know, man.
Yeah.
I says, you put them feet right there again, I swear to God, I'm going to break them.
You ought to tell me, say, okay. You ought to tell me, say, all right, you want to know how bad I'm hurting? Stand right here and let me punch you in the face about 15 times. That's how bad I'm hurting right now. No,
he knows I'm hurting. It's just that oh man, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm like, well, man, you always forget. And you know, he's always sorry.
Put a sign right there. Build a sign. Build a piece of wood. Johnny, don't forget my foot. Put it right there.
I got a couple of pieces of 1/4 inch, 5/16 of Luan cabinet grade stuff.
Yeah,
I got a couple of pieces that's like 28 by 28. And I'm going to screw them together. I got some little tech screws. I'm going to screw them together. And then I got something underneath my table. I can rig it. I can get it set up.
Do a YouTube video on it. It's like, yeah, thanks, Johnny, for giving me the inspiration to do this YouTube video. It's the Johnny Best Memorial Song. You know? But, I mean, yeah, that's painful as shit.
It is, man. That neuropathy ain't nothing to play with, man.
I'm hoping I never get that.
That's why I'm in a bad mood all the time.
I'm good now, but I'm just saying 10, 15, 20 years from now. I mean, my hands, my hands sometimes will go numb. So I know I'm probably, so I'm trying to not, eat as much lately and stuff. But I was talking, my aunt was telling me about diabetes today. My mom's got it, my dad's got it, my aunt's got it. I said, well, shit, I probably got it. I don't go to the doctor. And I'll tell you why. From what my mom was telling me today, I'm like, what's the point of going to the doctor? They give you the wrong medication. They screw you over.
Diabetes don't run in my family. I don't have diabetes. I just got poor circulation and all that neuropathy started after my gallbladder surgery. So what's up with that?
It's usually, I've noticed that it's usually a surgery. Gallbladder, pancreas.
My pancreas, it messed. Okay, my pancreas was all pissed off at my gallbladder. Okay, because my gallbladder shut down. I mean, my pancreas was all swole up. No telling, might have had a damn stone in it. Gallstone in my pancreas from my gallbladder because they're connected. And they got those tubes. Those I don't know what you call them things. Well, they tubes anyway. They move.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And anyway, now your pancreas is what that's the organism in your body there that makes your insulin. That controls your insulin and all that stuff. So, or it makes you insulin, what have you.
Yeah.
And
Makes and controls it.
like I said, my pancreas was mad at my gallbladder. So my pancreas was all, I had pancreatitis and in the worst way. So yeah, I had symptoms of being diabetic after that gallbladder surgery because I think your gallbladder kind of affects your insulin, your balance of insulin also. Like I said, all that's tied together, like your ear, nose, and throat's tied together. Okay, well, your liver, your gallbladder, and pancreas is kind of tied together like that.
Yeah, it's
So
like
yeah,
your kid.
I mean, I realized that it has something to do with the uh, the diabetic symptoms, but that neuropathy. You know, people that have diabetes, they don't have neuropathy. Not all of them. You know, just because you're diabetic don't mean you got neuropathy, and just because you got neuropathy don't mean you're diabetic. Same, you know, goes the same way for both of them.
No,
Hey,
I know
do
that
me
too.
a favor,
That definitely goes hand in
plug
hand.
and unplug your speakerphone. That's getting loud on my end.
I wish I would hear it.
It starts off real low and slow, and then it just gradually builds. It takes like 15, 20 minutes to build up, but it builds up. What is the best seafood boil place around both of y'all? Top 3 each. Okay, well,
I have no idea.
you don't
I
have
don't know.
any
I don't eat seafood really.
seafood boil. That's right. You don't even eat crawfish or shrimp.
I have seafood places. I have two of them right down the street from me, but I don't eat I can't eat crawfish. Like I'm not allergic to it. It's just that the smell of crawfish, it's got something to do. I don't know. It just makes me vomit. Like if I'm near crawfish, I will puke. So I don't know why.
You had a bad
Never
experience
figured
as
it
a
out.
kid with some crawfish, with something had to do with food with crawfish in it.
I've eaten crawfish before. I just don't like it. I'll eat crab. I mean, crab's the same way. My mom, when she puts a crab in a gumbo, I won't eat it. I can't. I
Man,
just,
that makes the gumbo taste good. You
yeah,
make
but
the
it
best
won't agree.
shrimp gumbo you
It
ever want to
won't
make.
agree
You
with.
throw crabs in it, it's even better.
It won't agree with my stomach. I've already
Damn.
eaten gumbo with crab in it, and it comes right up. It just
Poor
comes
field
right up.
guy. Poor field guy. Oh man.
I can't eat. Now shrimp. I like shrimp. I like oysters. I just eat the regular gumbo. You know, with the sauce and if there's shrimp in there or there's I like the okra. But I can't eat the regular stuff. I just can't normally do it. But
Well, I got more than 3 places, but I can tell you the 3 top ones. Is a place been around for years. It's the oldest seafood patio place in Abbeville, Louisiana. It's called Red's Seafood Patio. Red Calvin, what's Calvin's last name? Calvin. Oh man. Richard Seafood Patio. Red Richard Seafood Patio. That was Red Richard. I went to school with Calvin, his son. They had the biggest crawfish. Like like what's in my videos. And they ain't got no small ones. A couple, well, the ones I call small, people call big. Because all these were select crawfish in my videos. Some videos, not all my videos had select crawfish. But Richard Seafood Patio. I was brought up with that, so I know that, and that's all #1 crawfish and #1 crabs. And down the road over here is Moe's Crawfish in Mowater. Moe's Crawfish, they got videos, music videos with Moe's in it. That's and then Hawks over by Rain off the interstate. Hawks crawfish. Same place, same thing. Nothing but number one select crawfish. You're gonna pay, but you're getting top of the line crawfish. You're not getting no little chiwis. You know, no, you're not getting no little chiwi. You're not getting no catfish bait.
Yeah, that's a good place, man.
Then they got other ones. They got Big John's. It used to be in Erath, Louisiana. Oh yeah. In Erath, P Dot Broussard. He had a crawfish pond, and he opened up a crawfish patio in Erath. Man, 4 and 5 to the pound. That's all he caught in his pond, man. He was making his crawfish traps with crab wire because he didn't want no small crawfish. He was using that wire that was big. I mean, even a big crawfish could get through it, but the bait would hold him there. P. Dot Broussard. I don't know his real name. That's his band about nicknames. P. Dot. That's French for like Perot. You know, Perot. P. Dot. Like a pirogue, you know, a little boat. She float on the dew, man. She's so light, she floats on the dew. P. Dot's balling spot. I don't even know if P. Dot's still living. I forget. I want to say he's probably about 75 years old right now, something like that.
I'm sure he is.
72. He was older than me, but he might still be living. But man, that's some big crawfish. And flavorful, okay? Not hot where you can't eat them. And then years ago, the best spot to get ball crawfish was at my place, Blue Water Seafood in Houston, Texas. I was the boiler over there temporarily. They imported me from Louisiana because I knew the owner, and he imported me from Louisiana to go ball crawfish. He could have found anybody, but he got me. He knew I could ball crawfish.
Oh yeah.
His way. I was used to a 2-pot system. I never, as long as I could remember, I never did ball in a single pot. I always had a double pot, 2-pot system. You're balling clear, and then when you take them out, you're balling for 6 minutes in clear water. And then you take them out in the same basket and you put it right into heavy seasoned water. Heavy seasoned water. That's about 180 degrees, 175, 180. And them crawfish, they hot. And when they hit that cooler water, they suck up the seasonings like that and they sink. Just like adding a bag of ice to, a pot of boiling crawfish. You turn the water off and you throw the ice in there and you see them sink. It's like that, but the water's heavy seasons. So that's my 3 top spots. Mo's Crawfish and Mowater, right south of me on Highway 13 in Mowater. Yeah. Mo's, Hawks, and Resort Seafood Patio in Abbeville.
They got the LSU lady on again.
Was that Hawks or Mo?
Oh, there's this lady. She's an LSU fan, and they did a piece on her in the newspaper about 2 or 3 months ago. She lives in, I think, Mandeville or something. Her whole house, she painted her. She's in her 70s or 80s. Her whole house, her house, mailbox, everything.
Paint like gold. A crawfish.
No. Like LSU. She's an LSU fan.
Oh.
And she's her whole house inside out LSU mailbox. Her house is painted purple inside. They're just showing it. They feature. She's in the 70s. She's been an LSU fan since the 50s, and she's got all the old LSU stuff.
At one time, Happy Fats Domino, he had a purplish pink picket fence around his house.
Yeah. Oh, I used to go to his house when I was a kid.
I passed in front of there a few times.
Yeah, I forgot which street it's on, but it's still there. It's a museum now. But like my dad, like when I was a kid, going from New Orleans, you go over the bridge because we'd have, you go Industrial Canal Bridge, and you cut back. And he was in the he lived in the 7th ward, not the 9th ward. No, it wasn't the 9th ward. It was the 7th ward.
All right.
If I remember right. And you go down the street, just a regular street. You go down the street, just a neighborhood. He lived right on the corner. And you clearly see it as day, FD. He'd have on his house, FD.
Pass down the note. Antoine down the note.
Picket fence. I never did see him. I never got to meet him. But we would pass by his house. Like anytime we went to New Orleans and we went down that way, my dad.
He was going outside in his pink robe to get the newspaper. We passed one time. Get the newspaper.
Yeah, I never did see him. But my dad always, we'd pass by. And there was a few times, 1 or 2 times, my dad blew the horn. He's like, hung up. Let's see if he comes out. Beep, beep. I said, he's not going to come out. He's probably going to be like, what the hell? And my dad one time, he's like, I wonder if I should go over and just knock on the door. And I'm like, you could. He'd probably answer the thing. You probably could, but
let me pull up a video. I'm going to drop the link to it.
Yeah. I could tell you, growing up, they had Seafood City in New Orleans, down on St. Bernard, Broad. Never went to it, but the guy, Al Scamuzza, he just passed away last year, I think. He was 97. But he was the big Seafood City's not around anymore, obviously. It's been gone since 92. But when I was growing up in the 80s, anytime you watch TV late at night, you've seen that commercial 1,000 times. All you got to do is go on YouTube and type in Seafood City, and you'll see the commercials. He played like the doctor. He was the seafood doctor.
Oh, man, they turned the comments off to the song? Oh, man. Can't believe that. I wonder why they did that.
What song?
Crawfish Ball. It's a spinoff. It's a Cajun spinoff of I Want to Be a Rock Star by Nickelback. I want to be a rock star. It's a spinoff, and it's to the T, too. Kobe's good, but it's I want a crawfish boil. Instead of I want to be a rock star, I want a crawfish boil. Here's the link right here. There's the link. And since it's Kobe, he's a newer guy. He's not an old fogey like Harry Schultz with Jolie Blanc, something that ain't copyrighted, or Belton Richard with the Cajun Streak or something like that I feel comfortable with playing on YouTube, knowing I'm not going to get a strike or a copyright. This song, I probably would get a copyright. I don't know. But it's a spinoff of Rockstar. But Kobe, now I don't know if Kobe's got a copyright. I'm pretty sure he does, though. He's done won awards at the music shows and all that for that song. Yeah, so. But there's a link to it right there. Right click on it with your mouse and click open in new tab, and you'll still be in YouTube. It's just going to open it in new tab. It won't bother you where you're at. And that way later, y'all can go back and listen to that.
Well, I can't do it on my phone.
I don't know how to do that on a phone, because phones
I know how to do it on the phone, but if I do it in my own chat, it's going to kick me out.
But it'll save it, though. Somewhere in your phone, it'll save it. I think, no, you can't right-click on a phone. But you can copy it and paste it somewhere. I know you can save it.
Yeah, you can download it. You copy and download it. Yeah, like you do on YouTube videos.
I don't download YouTube videos on my laptop, on my desktop laptop. I don't. Never did. Never did download.
I've done it on my phone too. I've done it on my phone. Downloading YouTube videos is easy.
How many megabytes is a YouTube video? Some of them are
pretty big. Some of them.
Yeah, and
on the laptop,
I got a half a terabyte.
I think on my laptop.
I got 500 gigs of hard drive. I mean, I know I can put a lot of stuff on it. Hell, it's not even 25% full. I got like 80% free of 500 gigs. I got all kind of free space on that hard drive.
On the laptop?
Yeah, I got 500 gigs on this laptop.
Oh, yeah.
That's a half a terabyte.
I got my phone at anywhere between 94 and 97% full of stuff. Just, I delete it and then I add it. I save it on my phone and then I'll post it on wherever I want to post it. And then it, goes down, goes up. The GIFs is the things that get you. You download those GIFs or the GIFs, however you call them. And those things take a lot of space.
That's like a picture that's animated.
Yep. Hey, talking about the weather. There's something that's going to be
just a little short video. It was raining earlier.
It didn't rain here.
Yeah, but we're almost clean across the state from each other too.
Yeah.
One little thunderstorm. How cold
Monday
is it?
The high down here. Monday the high is going to be 86. I'm like, what? That's actually cool right now.
Yeah, it's supposed to. It's 80 right now, and 82% humidity.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, that's an ugly woman. She's calling for using the 25th Amendment to find out what's wrong with Donald Trump. Maxine Waters. That is a ugly woman.
She's 127 years old. Of course she's ugly.
Yeah, that's why.
That bitch is insane. She went up last year, 2 years ago, went right up to so-and-so and said, "Do you know who I am? I'm a congressperson. You have to let me in. I'm going to report you." And the security guard's like, "I don't care who you are, man. You ain't coming in." And she goes, "I can have your job. What's your name?" The guy said, "I don't need to give you my name." She goes, "Yes, you do." He goes, "What?" He goes, "What's your name?" She goes, and then she goes, "I'm so-and-so representative." She wouldn't give her name. Yeah, she's got to be in the 80s. She's ugly as shit. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The black lady. She's like, "I need to know your name right now."
What the hell did Brian Martin do? Country star Brian Martin removed from stage by police.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, the Tigers intentionally hit an umpire with a fastball.
Oh, must be a pitcher. Okay. Must be a pitcher for the Tigers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I follow baseball with my fantasy draft. It's almost the playoffs for fantasy baseball. But I don't know every single player.
I'm going to click on it. I don't know which one it is. The Tigers. No, this is not LSU. This is
Detroit. If it's baseball, it's got to be Detroit. Tigers.
It's Detroit.
Probably happened today. I didn't check. I didn't check
they was doing some
today.
Bad calls. They were playing what's that one with the Indian with the feather on it, smiling?
Cleveland.
Oh, this is old.
Oh, probably not be new.
This is old. Yeah, Detroit and Cleveland, the Browns.
Now they call them the Guardians now. They used to be the Indians.
Yeah, but this was probably like a year or two ago. I've seen this already.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. They hit him and hit the
I was calling bad call. He was calling balls strikes and strikes balls. Well, not that way. He was calling all balls strikes, and the catcher, he went like this and then moved his arm up so the ball could pass his arm, or down and the ball hit the ump, and he kicked the catcher off and the pitcher.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
I don't blame.
that's crazy.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
You see what this country store thing is going on. I never
Yeah,
heard of him.
he
Now
probably
they
said go
got all these
President
new
Trump and
guys
come
with
to
all
Bama.
that new country.
Nah,
And
that
said
country ain't even country
damn,
anymore. It's
he
more like
removed
pop rock.
Brian Martin was removed from stage by force after the We Ride singer behaved erratically during a performance in New York, the state of New York.
Which is run by Democrats. Huh.
Yeah. According to local radio
So,
station, Town Square Media, Martin struggled during his live set with his behavior, sparking speculation that he was performing while drinking. So freaking what? He's not
okay,
driving.
I don't see a problem with that. He's not going to drive. I guarantee he's got a driver that drives him around.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to get him with public intoxication or some stupid shit like that. You know, they're money hungry.
He assaulted. He beating up the cops when they tried to get him off stage. Hell yeah.
Shit, I want
That's
to
his
watch
show.
video of
Shit.
that.
That's his show. That stage is his for 2 hours.
I'd be like,
He rented
you
that
want to see
stage
the
for
guitar
2 hours.
smash?
If
I
y'all
take
want
that
me off
guitar
of it,
wet.
y'all pay for it. y'all pay the 2 hours for this stage.
Yeah, that'd be something to see.
He made an apology the next day.
Yeah, his representative probably said, you need to apologize for that shit.
Yeah.
He probably said, I ain't apologizing for shit. And they said, you better.
You ever watch that show? Shit. It's a gin, like a genie, but this oh crap. There's a emerald, like a big old red ruby or something that that's in a statue or something, from ancient whatever, India or what have you, and it gets dropped, and this ruby falls out, and this guy gets it, and then this guy breaks it in half and releases a gin. And there's
That's
several movies about it. Several
Yeah,
movies about it.
yeah. I've seen there's at least 2 of them.
It's a demon, is what it is. Instead of a genie, like I Dream a Genie, a jinn is a genie, but it's evil. It's evil.
Yeah, I haven't seen the whole movie, but I've seen clips on YouTube about it. The first one, the second one, he's in prison.
Yeah,
and he's like, would you like to make a deal?
Wishmaster. Wishmaster's the name of the movie.
Yeah, Wishmaster. There's 2 of them that I'm aware of.
Oh yeah, 2 or 3 of them, I think.
I know there's 2. I don't think there's. Yeah, I seen a lot of the clips on YouTube.
Okay, I was gone all that time. I didn't see chat. What's up, Elvis? Elvis
That's
is in
okay.
the
I ain't paying attention to chat.
Tanawa is not in the building. Oh.
Yeah, we the CIA took him out.
Huh?
Silver Tanawa.
Tanawa.
He ain't on. Yeah. He used to do the coins. He's from New Zealand.
Is that?
He ain't been on YouTube in 2 or 3 years.
Well, Elvis is saying Tanawa. Wait.
He said he's not in the bill. He just brings up generic names.
Tanawa is not in. Okay. Yeah, like the other night, David's not in the building. Oh shit! Let me send David. Let me send David email letting them know that we on. David always says, "Send me an email."
Oh.
Let me know
Hour and
that
a
you're
half, I could have
on.
had an extra viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't expect many people in
Yeah,
here
that
anyways,
email.
because we're talking about the foosball.
Get
You
cold. I need
know,
to get me a coat. I hope we got some
a,
cold
gr- a
coats.
great, a great, wonderful team won tonight called LSU of the Tigers.
That's right. That's
Okay, the news is over. Pawn Stars is on, so I gotta flip another station. Let's see. What can I watch here? I don't even know if I can pick up that. Well, might be able to pick up these stations because my antenna's weird. Hey, it's John Walsh.
John Wolf.
Yeah, so he does that. He does the Omega XL commercials now. He's like one of the spokespersons for it. He's like, you can fight arthritis too with Omega XL. He's like, I fight crime all the time. You should fight it too. He might be coming back to television. You know, if they ever bring America's Most Wanted back, you know,
I thought
he'll
you
be
said
100.
John Wolf. I thought you said John Wolf. That's John Walsh that does America's Most Wanted.
No, I said John Walsh.
Oh, I thought you said Wolf. Okay.
I don't know where the hell he's at.
I got to hit the bathroom for a minute. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Hell, you just sat down.
I know, but it hit me all of a sudden.
Well, I left up the commercial thing, so I never did take it down yet. I'll just leave it up. All these commercials, good lord! Like, what is this commercial channel? I don't know, but I cannot say anything bad about the Cowboys. I said something bad about the Cowboys yesterday, and fans like, don't talk about my team that way. So I don't know, but I'll put the Cowboys down for at least 6 wins, probably. And I don't know. That's old school television right there. About as old school as you can get there. 3 to 4 wins. I'll tell you this though. They may not have a defense, but hey, as long as they got Dak Prescott, they got an offense. Supposedly. But I just go by him. I hate when they do the screen thing. I hate it. Screen television thing. 19. I couldn't read that. I think it said 78. Okay, we go from a 70s show to an 80s show. Which I didn't realize this show was on Rewind. Got probably the best theme song of all time, I think. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna date this about 86, probably. Yeah. What in the hell is this? They still do chat lines? Huh. I did not know they still did chat lines. I ought to call one of these chat lines up when I get my computer working. Go like, yeah, how you doing? That'd be freaking hilarious. You can call all these cities. Los Angeles. Hey, New Orleans is on there. I'll call New Orleans. Yeah. All right, let's see. Commercial. What else is on? Crap. Hey, college football's on. Idaho at Washington State. Eh. The CW's got a lot of football. It's hey, Washington State's up 10-0. That's it? Just 10-0? 9.5 minutes left in the game. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Washington State's up 10-0 on Idaho. Of course, Idaho's one of those teams up that way. So hey, I always forget the CW has college football on. So Idaho's getting ready to score. It looks like they're getting close to the end zone. So hey, they might they never know. Get over that like that. Okay. The referee's like, I don't want to be here anymore. Let's just run the clock out. Apparently, they got their best chance to score. I think they're on the 6-yard line. Yeah, it looks like the 6-yard line. And why they running the ball, I got no idea, but that ain't the head coach. Apparently, you got two crappy teams playing, but I don't know. You would think that Washington State would blow Idaho out the water, but apparently that ain't the case. If the score is only 10-0. You got about 7.5 minutes left, and all these idiots are running on the field. They don't know where they're going. They say, Not everybody can be an LSU Tiger. And Idaho scored with 7 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. It's now 10-6. So Idaho finally scored a touchdown. Everybody's like, hey, we did it. We scored. A lot of Idaho fans in Washington. Huh. That's interesting. Went right up the middle on a run. 10-6 pending. Oh, why are they going for two? What? Oh, I was going to say, why the fuck are they going for two? The kicker ran on the field. Like, that wouldn't make any sense going for two. A PAT would kick it to 3. Oh, he barely made that PAT. It went right up. Barely made it, but it went through. So, Washington State's got 10-7 lead. We might have an overtime game here. And it's past midnight, so shit, technically it's Sunday. Football Saturday. It is past midnight. It is Sunday morning. I don't know where the hell. I mean, Washington State, it's 9 o'clock, so it's still Saturday there. But, you know. Cajun really did fall off the dock. Oh, Limu Emu. It's a football commercial. I like those Liberty Mutual commercials. Limu Emu and dog. That's funny. He tackled Doug. Lehman, come here. Get your ass over here. Yeah. I don't think any other football games are on right about now, so I'll probably keep it on. I'll keep it on this one. What the hell? Why not? I didn't watch any games today except the LSU game. Because, why mess with perfection? LSU ain't going to lose a game this year. All right, they're going to go undefeated win the national championship. There's no reason in playing these other games. But just declare LSU the national champs. Now we'll be good. Could do that in baseball, too. I mean, we get back to back. That's a hell of an accomplishment. Game summary. Fumble. Woo! He knocked that ball straight out. That ball almost went out of bounds. I'm close. Guy named Peterson recovered it for Washington State. Field goal. Okay. And, a touchdown. But they didn't say the other touchdown was made, but it must have been made off that fumble. So it's 10-7. We could get an overtime game here. This game may never end. It may be 4:30 in the morning before this game ends. That's the kickoff. That's a short-ass kickoff. I think they're trying to onside kick that thing. They almost did. That dude dropped it and he picked it up. They almost did. That would have been a hell of a long onside kick. Talking about rodeo. CW actually does pro rodeo now? Huh. That's interesting. Washington State's got the ball at I don't know, about the 15-yard line. Looks like right on the 15. Cajun went to lean off the dock. Oh, whoa, holy shit, look at that ball. That ball went back. Whoa, damn. That guy snapped it about 20 yards over his head. The ball went from the 15 all the way to the 3-yard line. He snapped it way high, went right off the guy's hands, went way back there. Guy picked it up off the 5-yard line and got tackled at the 3. Yeah, he probably did fall off the dock. He'll be back eventually. Second 24 from the 3-yard line. That's insane. And then they run the ball. So that would make it, third and 23 or something? Third and 24. Okay, well, they didn't gain a yard. See, Cajun didn't fall off the dock. He just couldn't get off the damn dock.
Took me 5 minutes to get there and 5 minutes to get back.
Yeah. It's third and 24. I don't know what the hell they're going to do now. Let's see. I guess they're going to run it. No, they're going to throw it. And that was incomplete. Huh. Well, 4th and 24. And I still got 5.5 minutes left in the game. Shit, Idaho might actually win the game. Or maybe they kick a field goal. Who knows? That center snapped it way over the guy's head. Yeah, he's in the back of the end zone punt. That's going to be interesting. Punt. Yeah, come close. Guy got it. Guy fair catch at the 46-yard line. On their own, on the opponent's 46. They got a lot of Idaho fans in Washington for whatever reason. A lot of them.
Oh, damn, almost fell.
Now he's going to go fall off and die. No, just kidding. Game's on a commercial with 5.5 minutes left, and Idaho got the ball, and they got the momentum. And that's two things that's dangerous: ball and momentum. And that lean off the dock moment was brought to you by Grumpy Stack. Grumpy Stack's MIA. Well, he's on Facebook, so we know where he's at. But yeah.
No, I had to go check on something. I heard a noise over there. We got a little mouse in the house. Yeah, I got some tips. Rue, don't burn it because you have to start all over. If you even tinge it, that roux, you have to start over. And if you make that much on the bottom of the pot, that thick, like for 25 gallons of gumbo, if you burn it just a little bit, that's 2 hours wasted. You got another 2 hours to make another batch of roux.
And that's your cooking with Cajun tip of the day.
Do you have any root tips for gumbo? Yeah.
You don't make it, I eat it.
See, where I was raised up at, we made our own roux. Up here and in the smoked meat capital. See, where I was raised at, but that's another thing where I was raised. There's a lot of stuff different in the Cajun food culture. We made our own roux down south of the interstate. Up north of the interstate, they buy their roux, which is good. You get a free jar, you know, and it's fast because look, it takes me to make a big gumbo. It takes me about 45 minutes to make a roux, to do it right, not cook it too fast. And now, if you keep up with it, because you can't, a roux is picky. If you leave it alone, if you go take a piss, you're gonna burn it. You got to stay with that sucker if you're gonna cook it fast and hot. Like Paul Prudhomme. Cook fast and hot. You got to stay with it though. That's why he never had stuff from his freezers. He never had freezers. Paul Prudhomme in his restaurant. He never had freezers.
Nope.
And coolers, but that was it. Coolers. But his ideology was fast and hot Cajun food. You can do it, but you gotta stick with it. You gotta be with it. Because if you even burn something, Cajun cooking, people will know. But anyway, smoked meats. Yeah, they got smoked hocks down where I'm from, and all. But man, smoked meat is, especially pork. Smoked meat is the big thing up here by Ville Platte and Mahmoud and Eunice. There's a lot of Ville Platte's the smoked meat capital of the world. So there's a lot of smoked stuff up here. Tasso, naturally. I mean, Missy, she'll at any given minute she'll say, "Y'all come eat." Man, would you cook? Some smoked sausage and tasso gravy. That's it. Sausage and tasso in a gravy. That's a big thing up here. Down where I'm from, when you cook sausage, you're gonna, smoked sausage, you're gonna put that in some red beans, up here too, in red beans and tasso, but you're not gonna make a gravy with the smoked sausage. You're gonna make a gravy with some green sausage and add potatoes in it. Green sausage is pure pork sausage that's not smoked. That's all it is. It's just green sausage. We call it green sausage. And I love that in the gravy. And I love smoked sausage in the gravy, but I prefer green sausage. And that's what I was brought up on. We didn't have all that. We had the smoked meats, but it's just not as, we don't cook with just smoked meats where I'm from. Not as often as they do up here.
Yeah, I think they could just get lazy enough to, or maybe it's convenience.
It's just there's a lot of smoked meat available. It's just the way everybody was raised. Smoked meat. You smoked a lot of meat and you put it up. Because smoked meat, you can put that up without freezing it. Just like a bacon on the trail in the old West, the cowboy days, bacon. That was smoked and cured and salted real good, and sometimes you had to pack salt to keep your bacon. And you cook bacon and beans. That was your meat, bacon. They called it bacon. It was like cracklings, belly fat, green bellies. Just about anything near the belly was considered bacon in the old West. And beans, that's all you had. And people, they stopped at 3 in the afternoon to make camp because it took them that long to make beans, cook their beans. Takes a long time to cook dry beans. Then you got to find a river first to get water to cook your beans.
Yeah.
That's why when they go on trail drives, they knew which way to go. Backwards. To water the cattle, to water the cattle and all that. Yeah, so. You driving a herd of 500, 600,000 head of cattle. They need to eat and drink. Just like you do.
Oh, this game may never end.
Who's playing?
Idaho and Washington State.
What conference? What conference is that?
Idaho, Washington State's in the Pac-10, I think, and I forget Idaho. I think it's the Sun Belt.
Oh, they play out of conference like that?
Yeah, week one's always week one. All the teams do that. Yeah, week one. Usually week one, they most of college football plays other teams that are not in their conference.
Yeah, right, non-conference. So, yeah, but Clemson's SEC. Yeah. Clemson's SEC.
No, they're not. They're ACC. They're not.
Really? I always thought Clemson was SEC.
Nope, Clemson's not in our conference. They never were.
Oh, okay. I always thought they were.
Yeah, week one they don't. No.
Yeah, that's why the first week don't count.
They call it week 0. Yep, week 0. Idaho punt it. Yeah, that's a good punt. Bouncy. Keeps on bouncing.
Bouncy ball, bouncy ball, bouncy
They
ball.
downed it at the 7-yard line. 10-7. Washington State's beating Idaho 10-7. That's the cheerleaders. Okay, never mind. We got the cheerleaders going on. 4 minutes left.
Leave them alone. Let them jump up in town.
I don't know what they're doing. I'm just watching them do motions.
Shh. Zanron's here. Quiet.
Zanron's always here. He's here. He's not queer, but there he is. And they were talking and showing what games they're playing. CW always does the last year I remember CW would play the games late at night because they always doing the West Coast games. Where it's midnight here and it's they're playing in Washington State. Well, it's 9 o'clock in Washington. It was 10-0 when I flipped it on about 20 minutes ago, and that's 10-7. It's only 3.5 minutes left in the game, but it's only a 3-point game. Are you live, Zanron? Because I've been doing this stream for LSU whooped some ass tonight. So
We are walking, looking for cops, about to go back home and get the car.
Shit, all you gotta do is call the police station and say, "Where's Dopey?" Or whatever you call that guy. Don't call him Dopey.
Deputy Dog, Droopy Dog.
That's right. That's probably it. Dipshit, whatever his name is.
Your floor, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Every time I watch one of Zanron's video, this guy's he's like, so that doesn't scare you that you're walking down the street at 2 o'clock in the morning with a mask on? Like, no. He's like, and you're not suspicious. That's okay. Yeah. He's like, that's not normal to be walking down the street at 2 in the morning with a mask on. It's like, why not? You're walking down the street with a dumb shit mask on. It's like, yeah. Deputy dipshit. Yeah. I knew he called him.
Your eyes are bloodshot. You've been drinking? No, sir, but your eyes are glazed over. You've been eating donuts?
Yeah. I was thinking of something the other day. Now that when I'm at work, they got the cops and they always sit by the Popeyes because across the way there's Popeyes. So they always sitting there in the cruisers, and I know a lot of the cops down here. I've met them or I've talked to them. I don't know them all, but I know a lot of them. I can tell you which ones are stupid. There's a few of them that are just plain fucking dumb. Every parish, county, whatever you want to call it, has got dumb cops. Some more than others. But there's one down here that's completely dumb. And this guy was filming him the other day, and he was telling me he was filming him and shit. I told him about Zanron. I said, "Oh, go follow Deplorable Garbage, or look him up, Zanron, whatever." Because the guy, he showed me the footage. U.S. Marshal put his hands on him in the courtroom, and he goes, "I'm gonna beat your ass. Don't ever put your hand on me again." And he showed me the video. I said, "Put that shit up on YouTube." I said, "Everybody likes it. What? Fumble. What? Washington fumbled it. Idaho jumped on the ball. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left on the 10-yard line. Well, there we go. Idaho might win this damn game."
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Washington State
corn and potato fed guys on them teams. Potato fed, corn fed.
Yeah. They're playing in Washington State, so that's why the game's still on. Because on the West Coast, he hit that guy hard, drove him back about 5 yards, and the ball went whoop. They picked it up about the 10-yard line, give or take. The guy went to make a cut. He stopped. And he lost his foot. He turned around. When the guy hit him, he went backwards, and the ball just went fell out. Well, I only see this guy once every couple of months. Like, I seen him the other day for the first time in probably 2 months, 3 months. I showed him your channel, though. I pulled it up on my phone, so he is aware of your channel. Yeah, he films everything. The cops, he's suing the cops down here. He's suing the cops. He's actually got a lawsuit against the U.S. Marshals. He's got a few lawsuits on him. But he was showing me a couple of the videos. That's all I said, put it on YouTube. Hell, shit, why not? Put it on your channel. Let you get all the views. I mean, this guy don't care about money, obviously. I don't think he cares about money. I forget his name. But the guy's he probably in his 40s. If he's got long gray hair, cool guy. But it's the first time I saw him in probably 3 months. He just comes to me, hey, man, I got to tell you about what happened with court the other day. And he just, all this shit. And I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. And he goes, look at this video. He's like, this is when they were arresting me. I was filming this shit. He goes, I got all of this on tape. When they put me in jail and everything, they tried to take my phone away. I threw you can see the phone. He threw the phone to his friend. His friend caught the phone. He goes, film this shit. I was like, all right. And that's how I'm watching the thing. I'm just like, well. I saw about a 10-minute video. He showed it to me. But like I said, I see this guy once every 2 or 3 months. I don't know where he comes from. He just shows up. I don't even know the guy's name. I just know he's suing everybody. He's got a lawsuit against the parish. He's got a lawsuit against the U.S. Marshals. I'm pretty sure he's suing. I'm pretty sure he's suing Biden for something. At this point, yeah. He's got about 50 He showed me the paperwork. He's got about 50 lawsuits going on right now. He's got all the paperwork. They sued him false. He's suing somebody for false arrest. One officer. So I'm just like, oh, he's sitting there telling me a story about all this stuff, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, when you become rich and famous, hook me up. He goes, I'm going to give you $1 million when I get my lawsuit money. I said, well, if I'm still alive by then. He's been having this lawsuit going on for like 7 years, he told me. Yeah, I'm like, he goes, I'm going to take you all the way to the Supreme Court. Well, you do that. If I run into him again, I'll tell him to contact you or something. I don't even know the guy's name. I've never asked him his name. But a little short guy. He's like 5'6" or something. Yeah, he's a nice guy. But
you got to write Zanron's name out like he spells it in there with all them capital letters in between the small ones and all that. Because
when I saw him the other day,
a name like that, if you put up Zanron, it ain't gonna show that.
No, I told him deplorable garbage. But I wasn't aware, and I didn't get the notification on the post that Zanron that he went back to Zanron, or he changed. Yeah. I thought it was still deplorable garbage. So I said, "Oh, he saw the video. He saw the logo. He knows the logo. He saw the." I showed him the theme that Zanron has in his commercial. What part of the fifth don't you understand? Because I'm pleading the fifth. But we were talking about this guy, and he's like, yeah, they don't follow the Constitution here. He's like, well, I know all the Constitution. And he goes, what's this? And I said, I don't know. He goes, well, it's the 2nd, the 5th, the 7th, and he's telling me all the he goes by memory all the Constitution stuff.
That's like your channel name. Yours is Field Guide 316. But when I tell people, look for Field Guide 316, I got to tell them no spaces. Just type in Field Guide 316, all in a row, no spaces. And I said, it'll come up and you'll see the saint symbol. And then they're like, oh, okay.
Apparently people are dumb if they don't think there's a space, if there's not a space in between. Like I go, Southern Corn Hunter was on here last night.
You looking up a YouTube channel, you have to spell it like they got it. Otherwise, you ain't gonna find them. Like Zanron, if you look up Zanron, It ain't gonna give you all that right there. You're gonna have to type. You
Yeah,
got to type all that
and then,
in to the T before it brings you to that channel. Once your computer gets used to that, typing in like that, then yeah, your computer gets used to it. Google or YouTube remembers that.
yeah.
Shit, sometime I gotta type your whole name in before the damn it comes up. It
That's
won't bring
called
it up
computer
sometimes. You know,
sabotage.
that's just the way it
That's
is
why.
every now and then. So sometimes I just don't even look to see if it recommends it. I just keep on typing Pure Guy 316, no space, hit enter, boom, there it is.
Yeah. Ooh, that quarterback. He threw the ball out of bounds. He probably could have scored. He would have ducked a few times. He threw the ball into like the 17th row.
Jay, did you have a YouTube channel before this one, the one you own now?
All you got to do is type crazy some bitch that lives near Detroit. There you go. And then field goal. Idaho tied the game at 10 with 1:42 left. So this game might go into overtime. This game may never end. It was 10-0 a few minutes ago. Washington State just can't do anything. That guy had it. He had it. He just flung it up into the fifth row.
See, they got another Zan Ron. They got a Zan space Ron, capital RON. I typed in just Zan Ron.
There's a few Zan Rons on YouTube. I've already known that. There's one channel that's Zan Ron that's got a lot of subscribers on it. Yeah.
That's probably this one here I'm looking at because it's all Zan Ron. It's not showing up. This Zan Ron, we know it's showing the other guy. But all I did was type in Zan Ron.
Yeah. The guy's telling his quarterback, listen here, we need one first down. Kick a 92-yard field goal. Let's go home. It's 2:47 in the morning, and I'm tired. I want a sandwich. Well, the kicker kicks it, and the guy catches it at the 6-yard line. And he's up to about the 30. I don't know about the. No, well, I can't see where he dropped that. 26-yard line. Okay, about almost a 30. 1:36 left. So he's got about 50 yards to get in a reasonable field goal range. Of course, I don't know how good that kicker is because I don't know. But yeah. So we may not go into overtime. We may.
So you had what was your name 7 years ago, Jay?
Popsicle. No, I have no idea.
I'm asking Jake.
Yeah.
Because he said he had a channel 7 years ago. I'm trying to figure out who he is. I thought he said a while back that he had a channel now. You know, he changed his name, but I don't remember no Jay. Not just like that, I don't.
Well, Washington State's got the ball at the 45-yard line. They're driving down the field. Now they got it right at midfield. They're practically in long-distance miracle range now. Caught the ball for like a 3-yard gain. So it's third and 3, I think. Third and 1. Shit, they can probably just sneak it. No, he's running it. Holy shit, the quarterback. Yeah, they're in field goal range now. Quarterback just snuck that for about 15 yards. They aren't. The quarterback's name is Voorhees.
Voorhees, Vorhees, Voorhees.
Yeah,
we got
like,
some.
Oh, yeah, like in Jason Voorhees. Oh man, they tripped him up.
That's a
That
Cajun
dude would have
name.
scored a touchdown. They
Voorhees
tripped
is
him
a
up at
Cajun.
30.
Voorhees is
Yeah.
a Cajun name. We got a bunch of Voorhees where I'm from. Big family down there.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he's the
All
running back.
Coonasses to the max too. All French speaking people down there.
He must be the running back or the wide receiver. Yeah, quarterback's wearing number 5. This guy wearing number 9. He just caught another pass. Voorhees. Yeah, he's the wide receiver. He just caught another pass. He's out. They're out the 29-yard line. So that's
we just say
19
Voorhees.
seconds left.
We don't say we don't pronounce the H in it. We just say Voorhees. I ain't said it in so damn long. I done forgot the proper way to say it. I went to school with some Voorhees.
3rd and 4. They can kick about a 46-yard field goal right now. They're in field goal range for sure. Don't get sacked. Oh, he caught another one. Oh yeah, they won the game. They got the ball on the shit. They're on the 5-yard line with 10 seconds. No, they're on the 10-yard line. Spike it. You got a timeout. No, they're on a 15-yard line. 8 seconds left. They have a timeout. I don't know why they didn't use a timeout. Idaho let them go right down the field. Wait a minute. They got a number 5 Voorhees, and now they got a number 5 Potter. They have 2 number 5s on the field. No. Potter's the quarterback. Voorhees wears number 9. There's 2 number 9s on the field. That's weird.
They got a story behind the same numbers like that. Special teams, I think.
Yeah. They're getting ready to kick a field goal.
Special teams has their numbers, and then the regular players has their numbers. And sometimes you have 2 5s, 2 9s, or whatever. And it's always the lowest. It's always low numbers.
Yeah. 8 seconds left, and they took the last time out. So it looks like they're going to line up for about a 32-yard field goal. I don't see how they miss this. Unless the kicker sucks or it gets blocked. The quarterback's telling them, hey, shut the hell up. We don't want any noise. But this game was 10-0 when I flipped it on half an hour ago. Now it's 10-10. So they did all the scoring. Then I turned it on. 15, and 15. Maybe to 14. So it's probably about a 31, 32-yard field goal. And he's right up the middle. There's no reason, 32 yards. There's no reason why this guy, he can't miss it. Yeah, right up the middle. It's good. Washington State is up 13-10 with 3 seconds left. Oh, wait. They called the timeout. Okay, so the field goal didn't count. So Idaho's trying to ice them. So the field goal didn't count. So it's still 10-10. Okay, well, I don't see how this guy's going to miss anyway. But Idaho took a timeout. They had 2 timeouts left. Yeah. That'd be really funny if the guy misses the field goal and we go into overtime. He's like, this game will never end. Attempt number 2. Pretty much the same spot. Kick is up. And it's good again. So now it's 13-10 with 3 seconds left. So looks like Washington State's going to win this game unless Idaho pulls a rabbit out their ass.
SXS Coins. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that name.
But he would have to have 5 or 6 or 10 people probably put in for it to make any difference, I would guess. I don't know.
Last time I had a silver deal. Well, nobody knew about it, but it was like it wasn't the wheel. Well, the wheel, but I called it the penny game.
Yeah.
Usually,
we did that
I
roll
could
of
fill up
19.
five sheets, 6 sheets in a live stream.
Yeah.
And when I was doing gold, shit, that didn't take long. I got 6 sheets filled up in a skinny minute.
Well, yeah, because they figure, hell, 1 in 6 chance is better than anything.
Well, there was 12 people per sheet, so I get 12 people per sheet, and then I was doing the silver also at 10 people per sheet. But man, I get, and it was like 250 a person for the silver, and it was $10 for the gold. $10 or $12 for the gold. It depends on which gold coin I had. I had some kangaroos, and then I had some what was them other ones I had? I had the kangaroo, Australian, and then I had the I forget what I had. I'd have to go on my old log books because I kept logs on that, and I think I still got paperwork on all that somewhere.
Yeah.
In fact, I know I do because I saw some, and I needed some sleeves. And hell, that's been like 5 years ago. So I said, well, I don't need to be keeping this. Nobody's gonna say, hey, what did I win 5 years ago on this game number 52 or whatever? Well, I could go back and tell you. Now, I needed some sleeves. Like for a 3-ring binder, you put your papers in the sleeves and the.
Yeah, no, I know. I get those when I'm at work all the time.
Oh, okay. Well,
I get the binders too.
Idaho
Law 13-10.
So anyhow, I needed some of them, so I chunked some of the because I would put one on the front, one on the back, and then the next one on the front, and then the next one on the back. But I would do like 6 sheets, 6 games per live stream. Now it's hard to fill up one sheet with 10 people.
Yeah, maybe if
I know where they got some auctions. I don't know who does the raffles. Big T, he even quit. He quit the penny game. Buy a penny and all. He quit that because people got. I don't know if there was some jealous people or what, but somebody tried to turn him in.
Yeah, they call it fake or rigged or shit. Yeah, they don't win, so they call it rigged.
Yeah.
They try to
Phil, they had like a rainy day fund thing. They would people would just donate money to that channel, but it was to a nonprofit, and they would have if somebody got in a real bad bind. And they had a PayPal account, and it was nonprofit. It wasn't no gambling involved, nothing. I mean, people were just donating money to the channel, to that fund, that rainy day fund it was called. And somebody had a true, authentic. They were out on the street, so they got them they found them a rent house, and the guy was working. But he had lost his job and he was like in between jobs. Well, he had got his job and he didn't quite have enough money to get that house. And they were living out. It was him and his daughter. They were living out his car. Well, they only needed like $300, to get that house. Well, they got the house. Okay. And then like the next week, somebody says, yeah, I need to pay my credit card bill off. It's about $500. And they was like, oh no, we don't do stuff like that. No. This is for people that's in a bind. Oh, I am in a bind. But they never let anybody know who that person is. It's now the guy and the daughter, yeah, because they got up and said, it's us, and this. So yeah, people helped them out, also. So but we never knew who the person was with the credit card. See, that they had a board, and they would make a decision whether to, give them the money or not. And that were, trustworthy people on the board, and they made decisions like for a corporation or whatever. You got a board members. Well, So they all agreed, no, we can't. No, we're not paying anybody's credit card off because they're gonna, ask them again, or other people that has a credit card debt's gonna ask. So no, they could nip that in the bud. They didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody
turned them in. Somebody turned them in to PayPal. PayPal froze their account with something like a $1,600.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, they got it back. They got their money back and all that because they and I think it was like 6 months later, because after the account got unfrozen, they got their money back, and then they helped somebody, and then the last $500 that they had, they donated it for a funeral expense, and that was a big deal right there because I did a benefit for that funeral expense, and it was my cousin that passed away, and she was in the coin community, Texas girly Donna. She was in the coin community, and she was in the scratch off community. So she was in both communities, and everybody knew my cousin. She was over in Texas, and in fact, we met in my live stream. I had a couple of scratch offers in there in my live stream, and I had my cousin in Bridge City, Texas. Anyway, Texas girly Donna, and then she was like, "Hey, you sound like a Cooney." I said, "Yeah, I am one." I says, "Mom and Dad and all them were born and raised down there in Lions Point, Louisiana." She says, "My dad's from down there." I'm like, "Oh." I says, "Well, my mom's a Primo." So I says, "Primo, we got a bunch of them down there." She said, "My dad's a Primo." I'm like, "What?" I said, "Who's your dad?" She says, "His name's Ogden Primo." I said, "That's my Uncle Boy." She said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, his name's Boy." I said, "That's my uncle." I said, "That's my mom's brother." She was like, "Well, do you remember Boy's wife?" And I said, "Yeah, they had a little girl." I said, "Oh, you that little girl?" She said, "Yeah." Met my own cousin in my own live stream. Long lost cousin. Yeah. So about a year later, she passed away. A year and a half later, something like that, she passed away. And so we had a benefit for a funeral, and I think we raised something like $2,200. They had a policy, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't quite enough. They had like a $10,000 policy, and over there where they lived, funeral homes are expensive. Over here, they cheap compared to Houston. So, but they had a policy, but at one time it was enough. When they took out the policy, $10,000, you'd have had $4,000 coming back to you. I mean, you would only paid $6,000. I mean, over here it's about $6,000 for a funeral, just a plain Jane funeral, about $6,000. So if you got a $10,000 funeral, you're gonna have like $3,000 left, something like that, $3 or $4,000. But we raised like $2,200, and it paid them off. And Phil and them, for the rainy day fund, they gave their last $500 to that, and they didn't start it back up because of people that like that cause trouble. And there's people like that they might come after me, So I wouldn't dare use my PayPal. I wouldn't dare use my PayPal if I would do that. I would do like probably a Cash App, because I got a Cash App account.
I have one too, but I don't remember how to get into it.
Yeah, I ain't using my Cash App or my what's that other one? It's a daughter of Venmo. Daughter of PayPal is Venmo. Yeah, Venmo. It's a daughter of PayPal.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, when you hear Venmo pay, pay with Venmo, that's the daughter company of PayPal.
Yeah.
And see, they came out with Venmo because it didn't cost anything to do a transaction, to send money. It didn't cost nothing. So Venmo caught on quick, and then about 2 years later, they started charging like 1% or 2%, just like they did with PayPal. You know, the same damn thing, just like StreamYard. StreamYard was free forever. You know, I was one of the first ones, me and Roadrunner. Roadrunner. Me and Roadrunner were the first two to do live streams on YouTube Punk Community with StreamYard. He taught me how to do it. Man, we took that off, you know. And it was free. StreamYard was free for a long time. Then all of a sudden they started charging. They limited the hours and started charging.
Well, it's only a matter of time before they do that. How can we make more money? Let's charge people. Okay. That's what they do. No, game ended. It ended twice because they had a penalty and they called it back with 3 seconds left. And then they did the little fancy dancy and they didn't get anywhere and the game ended.
I got to go lean off the dock.
No, I still got the commercial.
Not hang off the dock like last time. I got to lean off the dock.
Hey, they said you fell off the dock. I said, no.
I was hanging on to it and I fell off.
Well, okay.
I had to guard my worm from that alligator.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I watch now? Oh, shit. Svengoolie was on tonight. Yeah, I totally forgot. Saturday night. But watching the LSU game. So, let's see.
Oh, man. Oh, that leg hurts. And that hip. Jesus Christ. Oh, well.
Let's see.
We've been on 2.5 hours. I'm fixing to jet out. It's almost 1.
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and jet out and let you kill it. Save you hours for next week.
Yeah, because considering I'm probably gonna try to stream, I'm taking another shot at it. I mean, I don't, whatever, but the way the schedule plays out, I could probably stream 3-4 times a week if I want to. If I'm not feeling good or something, it'll be less, but but then I could, if I run out on StreamYards, I could always use Restream, which I haven't done in a while.
That's true.
But yeah, I appreciate you popping on. I'm probably gonna head to sleep I guess because I'm I don't have to go into work till 1 o'clock tomorrow, but still, I always wake up at like 7, 8 in the morning. I'm like,
All right on. Yep, heading out. So, all right, Field Guy, appreciate the link. Good seeing everybody. Elvis, y'all take care. Jay, y'all take care. Who else is in here? Oh, Zan Ron. Yep, Zan Ronnie. Love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Pluto.
go Tigers. All right, folks, that concludes my broadcasting day. You know the drill. You don't have to stay here, but you can go somewhere else if you want, or you can stay here. I don't care. After 5 minutes, it kicks you out. But once again, your final score: LSU 17, Clemson 10. LSU's 1-0, baby. We can't say that anything for anybody else. Tonight was a great night. Well, last night, LSU won, Bama lost. You can't have a better night than that. You just really can't. So until we meet again, I shall see you on the other side. Have a good night. See you next time, whenever the hell that is.